Hello there folks, time for another update on the Tier 10 to the top save, of course starting with Great Yarmouth and now hopefully finishing with Boston, unless things go drastically wrong in the next few years. It's happened before, it could happen again, viewers. And you can see there then straight away, champions in our 10th season and 114 points. It's weird to me, because we played 46 games this season for the first time, that you can lose 4 games and draw 6 and still get 114 points. It's been quite the rise for the Boston boys. You can see there then Stockport will join us in the higher divisions, beating out Solihull, Salford, Yeovil, Stevenage as well in there as well. So look, it's been an incredible season, a fantastic season, and the players responsible take really all of the credit. You look at the boys there. If you've been watching the series along on Twitch, which I hope you have, of course, twitch.tv/DoctorBenjy. There's a link in the description. You'll know just how things are going, and we're streaming right now as this video goes up. We've got our big game coming up against Arsenal, of all teams, in the FA Cup, and we'll talk that through in just a moment and how we've got to that point then. You can see then from the boys that are playing Luke Hancock's Dan Bagpipe, Hammond Bammont, or Hambam, thank you ma'am, as we may well be calling him in the future. Carlton was fantastic, as was David Clark at the back, and having a strong defence this year was a real help to us throughout the league season. We'll see how we did in the cup competitions in a moment as well. Phil Leader, of course, the man that we brought from Great Yarmouth, has now joined us with Boston as improving all the time. He's a fantastic player in our side. We like him a lot, and Harmony Carr next to him. You can figure out why that's the name, right? Yeah, good. I get it. Todd Miller as well, goals and assists from him, as well as Dimmy on the other side, who's got his very own theme tune, similar to ABBA. You can, maybe work that one out for yourself if you've not heard it before. And Rambo Rivy is the star of the show, really. There'll be question marks. We had a massive offer for Rambo sort of last season. It was 1.1 million, and it was the question mark. It was the January period, I should say, sorry. And it was whether we accept it or whether we reject it. We rejected it, and whether now we'll be able to sell it for more money, spoilers, you find out in a minute, it is a question mark. What a player, though. Brought in on a free transfer from Aston Villa. Last year, 21 goals, 14 assists. This year, not as many goals, but 20 assists was crucial. And you don't need to score when the main man, the Raymond, start off as Raymond. Real name, I should say, is Raymond Samuel, but it's had a whole host of different names. He's got, I think it's Barbados, isn't it? Roots, an Englishman, though. Boston, one of his favourite clubs now. One of his favourite managers is myself, too. And you can see there, pretty good for Tier 5. Yeah, too good, if anything. 32 goals in 41, 50 in all competitions, in 13 cup games across various competitions, 18 goals. A man, then, for the big occasions, and keeping a hold of him will be a massive factor as well. Look, the journey so far has been exciting. So far with Great Yarmouth, we saw quite a few promotions. And with Boston now, after taking over, of course, we sort of steadied the ship a little bit and then rising up the table. That's become common theme now. Of course, if you've been watching the other update videos, hopefully you're following the journey. You know exactly where we are with all of this. But another league win, and you've got to be proud of it. Rambo Rivy, already a legend in that side. If I just move my camera so you can see there, during the likes of Paul Bastock, Chris Cook and David Newton, who I believe is the chairman. And we're in favour personnel ourselves. The Raymonds in there, the likes of Todd Miller, Phil Leader, Joey Turtle, another key aspect of our team as well. And it's really been a tremendous time. Player-wise, of course, you have to try and rotate things around a little bit. You've got to change things. You're going to lose players. You've got to try and bring new players in. And that's crucial, especially when you're going up the divisions. Of course, now we're going to be a League 2 side. But you're looking at it there, the Raymond, 32 goals, clearly top goal scorer. Rambo Rivy and him were far and away the best players in the league. And Phil Leader as well, noting 16 assists this year. Absolutely tremendous. Now, financially, we talk about Rambo Rivy and the potential sale of him. We were in the situation of having $500,000 at least in debt, and building our way out of that is always going to be a challenge. But at this level, you have to sell really to plan for the future. And as we go forward a few months, we will find out what happened. I was going to say actually how we did in cup competitions this time around. We started the season absolutely fantastically, had a little weird run against the likes of Worcester, Sutton and Havant and Waterlooville, and then you can see the FA Cup did okay, but a third round exit to Newcastle. Very, very unfortunate in that one. Had a sending off as well. And we're largely, if you look at the match stats, we were probably the better side and didn't even beat Newcastle. Premier League Newcastle. Newcastle, interesting. Maybe we'll be seeing more of them on the channel soon. That's a little tease for you viewers. In the other competitions, the Builder-based FA Trophy, we've retained that. We've won that now back-to-back years, but you can't play it if you're a league club, so we won't feature in it again. But back-to-back winners in that one. A 6-1 win in the final. Raymond getting 4 of the goals. It was impressive, viewers. So moving forward then, how have we done in our new season in League 2? Is it going well? Let's find out. Okay then, there is the league table. You can see after 23 games, about halfway through, exactly halfway through this league campaign, we're on 46 points, way behind, 12 points behind Doncaster, who are unbeaten, going for an invincible season so far. They are far and away the best side in this division, and they're the team to catch. But in second place, 3 automatic promotion spots, 4 playoff spots, we're looking good for it. So far, we are, 12 points clear of 8th position right now. So the playoffs looks not certain, but we're on for them. And automatic promotion, of course, that is the goal. We've got a game in hand on some of the teams below us as well. So every chance of that happening. Financially then, what happened? Did Rambo Rivi stay? No, Rambo Rivi did not stay. We had to sell him eventually. The money that came in was too much. You can see there loads of new players brought in. Players like Brutal Savage, Rex has joined us, Kevin Maguire. Like, this is the sort of quality we've been able to bring in the summer, bringing some fantastic loan players, really, really great ones. But there you can see in Rambo Rivi, 4.2. Yeah, you hear that right. £4.2 million. He's actually worth even more now for Millwall, which is who he's joined. He's having a decent season with them. It's changed the club, really, like money-wise. 1.8 million in the bank at the moment. We've invested in all the facilities. They're improving. And our league form hasn't really suffered all that much. Of course, our team is slightly different now. As I come to you right now, actually, there's a few injuries all over the shop. Players need a rest big time. 4 days before we play Plymouth, and that'll be the next game on stream, fully enough. But I've had some injuries. The Great Raimundo, he's called out, the Great Raymond. He might become the Great Raimundo if he carries on being fantastic. We've got him on a new contract. He's got a new release fee in his contract of £10 million. He's got a match highest earner clause. He's got, if we don't get promoted, 300k. So, and that counts next season and the year after, I realise now. But if someone wants him for 10 million, they can kind of have him for 10 million. But this season, he's having a good year again. 13 in 15. Has quite a few injuries this season as well. So the fact he's done that is pretty remarkable, really. He's having a really good year. Lots of the boys, though, are still here once again. Phil Leader's still here, of course. Hammond Bammont has joined us once again. Dan Bagpipe, Luke Hancox, and a lot of the players in the reserves and in the bench are going to be familiar names if you've been following along the series, so you'll know who all those boys are. And as I say, the season's going very well. The big story right now, though, is the FA Cup. We've gone through, we've beaten Sunderland in the Carabao. We beat them on penalties, then lost sadly to Burnley in the third round of the Carabao Cup. So that was going quite interestingly. We then moved further forward. FA Cup time. We got through the first round, beat Newport County in a replay. It was a tough game. We should have won the first one, really. We threw it away a little bit. The next one came around, a 3-2 victory over Preston of League One. That is flying in League One, and we beat them very, very late on. 81st minute goal. They got on back late in the game, but we managed to hold on even down to 10 men. And then you can see there, then coming up in today's stream, a game against the mighty Arsenal in the FA Cup third round with a home side. I fancy our chances, viewers. I'm saying it now. Fancy our chances. Come along, find out how it goes. And as I say, link in the description where you can ask me any questions over the save. And again, anything in the comment section, get involved. And I'll let you know what's occurring. We streamed a lot in April. Get the months right, Ben. 25 times in 30 days, or 26 times in 30 days. It was unbelievable. So I hope you came and checked it out. If you've never come before, make this your first day. Come on, find out what's going on. And hopefully you'll be here with us for that Arsenal game. These updates will continue as we continue and progress. Hopefully you like the idea of doing sort of mid-season updates as well as end-of-season updates. It gets you a little bit more involved. There's loads of games left to go. We'll be streaming today as well as probably on Sunday over the weekend as well. We're doing all sorts. So get involved. Link in the description. I'll see you there. And the Boston journey and the tier 10 to the top journey continues. See you soon. Goodbye.